Okay.
Can I go full screen? How do I go full screen?
I am full screen now.
All right. So welcome to the Third Eye Podcast, episode 2.
Three eyes, monetize. Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Do, 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 do.
You need to fucking make a song.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Let me stop.
Alright.
Let me do a weekly recap. What's going on with the week?
Um. So I was working at like an ice cream shop last week, and I was raising money for them to switch to more sustainable equipment. Um. That's much. That was the highlight. Oh, it was my girlfriend's birthday last weekend. We
That
got
wasn't a
some
highlight.
food. Um.
That's
That's it. We just hung out. Um. Oh, I got my fake ID taken away from me.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Yeah,
What did
man.
you do?
So I had this like really bad fake ID. It was a
You showed
Mexican
me. You
It said
showed me.
McLovin
ID.
on it.
Dude, that's my dad called it my McLovin card, and it was a horrible fake. You know how like normal cards have like the scanner on there. Mine
Mm-hmm.
was literally printed on there, but worked. It worked for me for a whole year, and
Wow.
for my girlfriend's birthday, she wanted to go to a bunch of fancy bars. So me, her mom, and some other people all went out. And the first fancy bar we went to, I got in. It was a pretty cool spot. It was called Two Dots and a Dash. It was like a tiki bar slash like 1920s um like style bar, like underground.
Mm.
They let me in, but drinks were like $20
Oh God.
per drink. It was expensive as hell. Yeah, but I got in. And then the second bar we were trying to get into was this place called Hot Off the Moon, and they have a dueling piano thing where you basically tell the pianist any song you want to hear, they'll play it, and it's like a little battle they do.
That's kind
Didn't
of
even
cool.
get in. Didn't even the right when I gave him my ID, he just stared me down. He was like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like he goes,
You
he
fucking
goes, I,
Fucking kidding
do you have
me?
a passport? And I was like, I'm from Mexico. Like, I came here like when I was a little kid. He goes, this is a fake ID. He literally points it out. He's like, this is literally printed. I could tell. And he shows me, and he's like pointing out all the mistakes on there. And then I just looked stupid. I was just there like, I'm sorry.
Did everyone leave after that?
No, they
Um,
all went inside without him.
Dude, I told them to, but Hannah and Danielle hung out outside the bar with me until my parents picked me up. But luckily, my uncle works at another bar like 10 minutes away, so I went to that bar with my parents, and then they met us back up like an hour later. We just chilled.
that's that's really funny.
Yeah. All right.
That's hilarious. I don't have a fake ID, but
You also
I use my,
don't drink, so
Mhm.
yeah, I used my stepbrother's ID once we went to Carbondale, and that worked. I don't even look like him.
surprisingly. Yeah, that was. I don't know how
I,
that happened.
it's because it was dark. Like I like asked to borrow his ID, and I was like more worried not about me getting caught, but me getting his ID taken because like it was like a real driver's license. So
Mhm.
I didn't want to lose it. But it somehow worked. Like I didn't know the rules, so I never used a fake before. I wasn't looking at the bouncer at all. I was looking at the ground and like around him the entire time.
That's
like I was
like
looking at
giveaway, man.
I was looking at the ground. I was looking in the background. Like I was looking way past him. Like I didn't know that when you use a fake or anything, you're supposed to stare at them like in
Mhm.
the eyes and shit. But like I didn't know that. I was just trying to avoid
I
everything. I'm
didn't
like,
know there was
no.
rules at all. There's rules to using
I
fake
don't
IDs.
know about staring at him dead in the eyes, but you got to get a
Or
good
stare at
focus.
him.
You gotta
You
stare
just stare
straight at
at
his
like
cock.
near him.
Stare straight
Well,
at his
near him.
penis.
You
Straight
just stare
down at
near
his
him
dick.
because it's
In
dark
my
as fuck if you look at the ground.
Yo, it is. In my experience, the college town bars are super, super chill, and they're not gonna give you trouble. It's only like the bougie spots, I think.
Yeah, because they know your ID. Like it was obviously fake. So
I think in
any
college towns they expect you to have fake IDs, so they don't really care.
yeah.
I think so too. Yeah, that's how they make their money.
hmm
Yeah,
They're
but
getting paid regardless.
Carbondale went remember they got like there's like bar security went up because of
because of Troy froze. Bye, Troy.
Oh man, it's all right. Well,
What he was
how
gonna
about you,
say.
Dalton?
I basically worked all week, like 40-hour weeks. I don't really do much. I don't know how to organize time. I'm working my life away. I'm in the rat race, even though I went to college to escape the rat race. Now I am a rat, just chasing that cheese.
You were at which phone place are you at?
Verizon.
Verizon? Is there any like secrets the public doesn't know?
Secrets?
Yeah.
Like what? Like what kind of secrets? Like what we do in the break room, or like
Like what's the tips and tricks
Terrible.
of being a customer at Verizon?
what's the what's the what for being at Verizon?
Like the
I mean,
tips,
you cut the
the tips
tips.
and tricks.
I don't know. It's expensive, but you get good service. I had one dude freak out on me yesterday because I couldn't like. He came in and he's like, I got Xfinity. I'm paying $35 a month. Tell me why I should switch to Verizon. And I told him how much the price was, and he said it was stupid that it's double. And I'm like, all right, well, if one of your friends gets their legs cut off and they need you, you're not going to be able to be reached because you are with Xfinity. And then he got mad that it was double the price plus an activation fee, and then he stormed out.
Right.
So I don't know what to tell you, man. We got some characters that come in there.
I see Troy moving around, but can he talk?
Oh, I can hear
Oh,
you.
okay. All right. I didn't know
No,
if you were like so cut out.
it kept cutting me out. I don't know what's wrong with the connection, even though
I
I'm
did
at
have
school.
a construction worker come in yesterday, and his phone was completely shattered. And he was on the phone with the insurance company for about an hour and a half. And while he was in there, another girl came in to upgrade her phone because she cracked her screen that day. The insurance wouldn't cover this guy's phone, so he was basically without a phone, and he couldn't go buy one. So this girl just gave him her old phone for free
Wow.
and
That
random act
was
of kindness. I was like, that's so nice.
pretty
That's cool,
awesome.
man.
And we sat there all together for 2 hours and we just bonded. We became real good friends. I'll probably never see them ever again, but yeah,
It'd be like that.
yeah.
The let's see, my week. I didn't do anything like crazy. Like I had an exam like a couple days ago. I studied 2 weeks for like this anatomy practical. I think I did really good. I got like maybe like 5 or 6 wrong, but it was like I thought I did really good. Um, and then I also saw the only other exciting thing I saw was I saw Tyler like his Igor show in like St. Louis with my roommate, and it was really good. Like I vlogged it or whatever, and it was like I kind of like the small arenas. It's kind of like the similar size of the UIC Pavilion, like
Mm-hmm.
kind of like it was like a college campus. It was like on Toulouse campus though, and it was like connected to it, but it was
Mm-hmm.
like really cool. Like it was like a really nice vibe. Tyler was really good. He always is. And then, dude, was your crowd kind of like really mosh heavy, Michael? Because people were trying to mosh to see you again.
I was literally in front on the barrier, so I have no idea what my crowd was like.
Because
Um,
I could see in the general admission, and like people, obviously they mosh for like Who Dat Boy and stuff, but people were like moshing for See You Again. It was like you in my dream
I could
state, and
see
people were
that.
like
Yeah,
moshing. I was like, what is going on?
I could see
I was,
that.
What's going on?
Tyler like was just staring at them like, what
For
the
for me, I feel like the crowd was the most craziest for Jaden Smith actually when he first came out.
really?
Um, just because, I don't know, but and it was all like the younger people I feel like too. Like people were just going nuts for Jaden Smith. Um,
He's Jaden Smith, so kind of
yeah.
explains that.
I would because I like him. You don't, but I really enjoyed his albums. Like they're different. Like you have to be honest. To be honest, you have to be a James Smith fan to like his album. Like
Yes.
for you to like come in on the outside, like anyone was like, oh, I'm gonna go listen to the album. Like there's a low chance of you liking it. Not gonna lie, because
Hey man,
Tyler,
I didn't mind Karate Kid.
I did. What?
It wasn't
Maybe
it
because he was
wasn't
like 7.
it wasn't
Like
bad. It wasn't that great. It was all right.
It was a
it was
solid.
like Karate Kid. It wasn't even like that's not one of the first ever like I've only seen that one. I don't think I've even seen the original. I'm kind
I
of
didn't see
phony.
the original. No,
I've only seen the Jade Smith one. Even even though original one's supposed to be like way better.
I'm gonna smoke this tiny milligram
Oh
by myself.
man.
I guess cool news this past week. I Let's see, what did I do? I opened a business line of credit in the name of Dalton Lingle LLC. I raised my credit by 21 by having a hard inquiry, which is supposed to drop your credit, but it raised mine. And I also got a credit card. Adulting. Gang.
Oh shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I think I'm buying a
Adulting.
motorcycle next week, so that's cool too. Not next week, 2 weeks. So that's sweet, which I'm just going to sell, but make it look pretty and then sell it.
Dalton, were
That's
you
exciting.
there in Carbondale when Troy got his drinking tickets?
I was. I went and got a
Yeah.
hot dog while he was in the back of a cop car. That was sorry,
Dude,
Troy.
that's it. I guess that's an
No,
interesting
that
story.
got done.
I guess I should tell it because it just sounds very sus.
It's a good story, yeah.
Okay, so we'll do the short version because obviously I'm not gonna talk like for like 15 minutes. But so pretty much like long story short, we were going to this house party. We left the house party. I was drinking a Four Loco. I don't even drink too. This is why I was so pissed because I don't drink usually. I do not like it. So I had a Four Loco because it's Carbondale. You're supposed to get nasty. So Four Locos are a nasty college drink. So I just had it. I remember my Four Loco. I'll never forget. There's literally like less than a quarter of my Four Loco left, and I was walking down the street like going to the next party with these like girls or these group of people we just met. We were walking down the street and it happened so fast. Like looking back on it, I could have obviously ran, but like it happened so fast that like it was one of those moments where if you hesitated, you were screwed, which I did. So pretty much I was walking down the sidewalk with the open container of like a Four Loco, and a cop like quickly like turned on his lights and pulled in right next to us on the sidewalk. Like I saw his lights. He was like maybe like half a block down, so he like couldn't really see us that much. So as soon as he flicked on his lights, I mean, we could have like turned around, like sprinted the other way, and he wouldn't have got me. But like it was too close. So I just stood there, whatever, and then whatever he was talking. I never forget what he said. He literally was like, is that your drink?" I literally lie and go, "No,
No,
no." I'm
definitely
holding it
not.
for someone. I was holding it for someone, and then like I placed it on the ground, and he just like looks at me like I'm fucking stupid, and then like and like I forgot what did he do for he like I know he breathalyzed me, and I literally only blew a .08. Like I could have drove technically, even though but like just because it's above zero, I got a ticket for
hmm
under we're like I'm trying to remember what the two tickets
Was
were.
it
It was two
public
tickets.
intoxication?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Sorry about
It was
that.
open alcohol. It was open alcohol, and then like consumption of alcohol as a minor or something like that. But the ticket ended up being like $420. So speaking of like what adulting, where Dalton was talking about, I don't know if we talked about it last time. We remember we were saying that like so our plan is me and Dalton and I don't know who else, but like just so right now our plan is to get like a house or something like or a house down
Mm-hmm.
here in Edwardsville and
Mm-hmm.
like live like on our own like over the summer and like throughout at least my school year my end of schooling because I'm excited like you honestly Michael I don't know if I told you but like you definitely inspired me to like get my own place. Your place is like it's so awesome to like go over to someone's house and it's like theirs and it's not like your parents' house and you like live with your friends
Mm-hmm.
and it's like you can independently make shit. It's just cool.
Yeah, man, it is kind of fun. We put stupid posters all over our walls. No one can tell us it looks ugly.
I was gonna buy a painting, but it was like $3,000, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Just pull out another loan just for a painting.
Yeah, man, you
Here you
can't do
go.
that.
Yeah, painting is like hella expensive.
What we
I'm
do
telling
is, oh, go ahead.
Oh, this time to just go to a flea market. You'll find like
Oh
hella
yeah,
cheap
flea
shit.
market for sure. What we do usually is we take like magazine posters, usually from like National Geographic and stuff like that, and we just post them on the wall. So right now I have an Arctic fox poster, and I hung it up inside my freezer. What else? We have
Could you imagine just like opening this and just like
we had a book of donkeys, so there's a bunch of donkeys all over the place now. Yeah, it's a lot of stupid shit.
that's what I'm saying. That's fun though. You can do whatever you want. Like
Yeah, man.
and like your house like whenever we need to when next time it didn't work out last time we were in Chicago, but we were definitely gonna have to all chill at your
Mhm.
apartment when Dawn can come up.
Yeah,
hmm
for sure. Cause my
And you
my
gotta
lease
take
is
me to
gonna.
that museum. That too.
Oh yeah.
Go to a
Is
museum.
there like an art museum that you wanted to go to?
The one he's talking about is the MCA. They had like a Virgil. I'm definitely saying his name wrong. Virgil Abloh exhibit. That's probably gonna be gone by the time he's back, but it's still a dope museum.
This is
There's
like an
also
art
one on
type
my block.
museum.
Yeah, it's like a contemporary art museum. There's one on my block too. It's like a independent art house. That it's like an old mansion from when the neighborhood was first built, and they just turned it into an art house.
Yeah, like
It's
I've
pretty
never
sweet.
been to. I've never like I mean I've been to the Art Institute of Chicago, but like not recently. Like I haven't been to like when you're older, you can like appreciate a lot of art like now. But
Yeah.
versus like as a kid, like sure I've seen some paintings, but it
Mhm.
doesn't really mean shit.
Yeah, same with the contemporary art museum too. Like I literally just I got out of class and I had a 2 hour break, and I was like, screw it, I might as well go. It's like a 5 minute walk, and
Mhm.
it's free on like they have like a lot of free days for students and Chicago residents, but it's a dope
I think
place.
the only museum I've ever been to was like the City Museum in St. Louis.
That's not even a
That's
museum.
it. That's it. No,
That's,
it's not.
that
Dude,
museum's like
It's just
it's
like
more
a
like
giant playground.
the Museum of Science and Industry is super dope.
they
St.
change it
John's
so
Day.
much.
Huh?
You should. Yeah, I think. Yeah. I feel like we should definitely take them there because it's like it never gets old for even me because like they change it so often. Like they have new exhibits like
Mhm.
every fucking month. Like the Museum of Science and Industry is never the same when you go in there. So that's a dope museum. I don't remember what the Field Museum looks like. I've probably been there once in my entire life.
Anna's homecoming is usually there every year, so that at the Field Museum. Another really
Michael,
cool exhibit. What?
is water wet?
Is water? Oh yeah, it's water.
Is it?
Water is water wet? Yeah, it's wet.
It's wet? Is it?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought I thought wet was like the act of being
Hold on.
or like recently submerged in water. So like
Definition of wet.
water is not wet.
Definitely.
Covered or saturated with water or another
Mhm.
liquid. That's wet. Water is wet. Oh
I mean,
wait,
it would
wait,
make
wait.
you
No,
wet.
that's the
It
act
would,
of being
Oh
wet.
wait. A fish is wet, but I don't think water is wet. If you're talking about just water, like the water that was just in this cup, it's not wet.
But
Because,
but the fish inside of it are wet.
yes,
Yeah.
because the definition is covered or saturated with water or another liquid. Oh, wait.
really like second guessing himself on every answer.
I'm going to go
I
with
don't.
water is wet. I'm going to go for that
Mm-mm.
final
Troy,
I
answer.
how
don't
about
know,
you?
man.
How about you, Troy?
I don't know, man. Because I mean, isn't wet just being like? I mean, wet is like just the act of like you said, being like in. I mean, water makes you wet. So I don't know if it would be like. I don't know, man.
Imagine
You
that's like your Who Wants to
This
Be a Millionaire
elimination's crazy.
final answer.
Is water wet? Oh.
ever seen that clip? I think like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire clip where the guy's like where the guy like he gets $1 million question or whatever. I forgot what it is. I mean, he like uses his like lifeline or whatever to call
And
his
calls his
dad.
dad,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it just would be like, Dad, I'm gonna win the $1 million, and just hang up the phone. Like that's some baller shit. But now the shows are a
Love
lot
when he
harder.
calls. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm going through right now. All right, Troy, this is your. Let me find a good one.
Oh fuck, they're
This
always
is
hard as shit.
this is your $1 million question.
Oh
In the
no,
children's book series, where is Paddington Bear originally from? India, Canada, Peru, Iceland.
India. Final answer.
Peru.
Fuck.
I,
I know it was in Canada. I was like,
uh,
Am I gonna
that's a
have a
million
million
dollar
dollar
question.
question?
yeah, I got you. Um,
I'm probably gonna get stumped too.
I can't pronounce that word. Let me find a good one. Okay, which of the following men does not have a chemical element named for him? Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, Niels Bohr, Enrico Fermi.
Enrico Fermi, the last
It's
dude. Is
Isaac
that it?
Newton.
Really? I
I
definitely would not
I
have
knew
got
Isaac
that.
Newton.
That's a
Isaac
hard
Newton.
photo.
I was like for sure he has an element.
Oh,
No
man.
way. That's really hard.
Man, dude, I'm now
Definitely
that
stuck on that.
Dalton told me about these solar panels Tesla makes. These are some baller ass solar panels.
They look
You know
good.
what?
They look
That's all it is
so
though.
good.
They just look cool. That's all it is.
It's
Well, that's
worth
all
the money
iPhones
because
are.
it's one goofy
Yeah,
though.
because like there's better way cheaper options.
That's literally what an iPhone is. It just looks cooler. Like the aesthetic of the phone. Tell me that new dark mode on Instagram is literally ridiculous.
I like it,
And
but I
like
get it confused with Reddit a lot. Like
Oh
if I switch
yeah.
back and forth, I'm like, okay,
and
hold
the
on.
and the dark text messages, like they look so good. Like
Oh, the dark text messages do look good.
it's like the
And when I
dark
set up
blue and
iPhones, I'm like, and then there's dark mode when they start up new iPhones, and they're like, okay, that's kind of cool.
to show like some random
Sense.
parent or something.
I make my turn change by like the time of day.
I can I can see that. My I bet you if I showed my mom dark mode, she like would hate it because she hate like her font. She's one of those people that her font on her phone is like 200. Like she can't see. She can't see.
Uh,
Like I try to use her phone, bro, and like the time is literally like takes up the entire screen. like she can't read. Like she can't read it up close, so she like makes the font ginormous. So I feel like she's like, I can't see. Turn it back on the light. I guarantee if I go show her.
it's so like pleasant on the eyes though. Like it doesn't hurt as bad. Like I don't know. I like it. Maybe it's
Yeah, I
trying
can.
my eyes worse, and I just don't know. But it doesn't feel
No,
that bad.
definitely shoving like a white ass. Dude, Michael doesn't have Twitter, so he doesn't understand. But like, if you don't use night mode on Twitter, you're like a psychopath. It's like a fact.
And yeah, I need to get on Twitter, man. Actually I don't know if I need to. It does. Twitter seems funny as hell.
It
All the
is pretty
funniest like
funny. I see a lot of funny
yeah.
stuff on there.
It's by far the funniest social media. Like, no caparoni. This is definitely the best. I mean, there are a lot of tweets that actually recycled, so it's kind of annoying. But
The only reason I wanted Twitter is just so I could like follow Earl Sweatshirt's Twitter. He's always posting some funny shit.
Yeah.
Let's see.
dude, I don't know who I'm following, but my timeline, even Dawn knows, my timeline is fire.
Yeah, I see some of the stuff you like, and like it pops up on my timeline, and it kills me. Like half my likes are from your likes, because that's
Yeah,
how I get my memes.
Yeah, shout out whoever I'm following, dude, because there's some people
Oh,
like
funny shit.
they're funny. Like it just one random people just randomly retweet stuff, and like it's so good. I don't know what to say. All right.
Here's a Earl Sweatshirt tweet from a couple of days ago. I think it's pretty funny. Butt naked, standing in front of my computer with the Captain Morgan stance. I just want to say to the federal agent looking through my front cam, welcome to the meat show, cuzzo.
Welcome to the meat show.
This is why I need a Twitter. You
Um,
see your girl Liza was on Hot Ones?
did she? No way, I didn't see.
Yeah,
It was a recent episode.
just posted today.
Oh, I mean, I'm not subbed to them, so I actually
Uh,
don't know. I don't see them, and like they're not in my recommended because I haven't watched any videos recently. But yeah, that's really interesting though, because Liza's out here really balling, dude. She like, do you see her like what interview? I don't know what TV show, not TV show. I don't know what award show it was, but like she was like, you remember she was like interviewing like all major like rap artists and shit. She was already like she like was interviewing like Cardi B and like the
I did
Migos and
not see
shit.
that. When did
You
this
never saw
happen?
that? That happened
No.
like last year.
I've
Like
never
last
seen
year,
that
she
one.
like she straight up like not hosted, but she was like on the red carpet or whatever, and she like interviewed all these celebrities. Like that's just like two people that like I remember. I remember she was interviewing the Migos, and then she interviewed like Cardi B, and then like some other people. But like yeah, Liza was like straight up doing shit. Like
Didn't
she has big moves.
didn't she interview Barack Obama?
Yeah, she did that too.
That's fucking crazy.
That is
Dude,
really crazy.
Liza's fucking nuts, bro. That's why she's not in the Vols anymore, bro, because she's ascended.
She's ascended.
She's ascended, bro. She's got too much clout. And she's on that I saw it. The one thing I did see she was recommended. It got recommended to me was that that one. I don't know what the guy's name is, but he's from a TV show. He's from like Weeds or whatever. Like the white guy that does the hikes. You know what I'm talking about? He does the hikes and he interviews people.
I
I don't
have.
know. I don't
What's his name?
Fuck. I want to say his name is Doug, but I don't know if that's his TV. That's his TV name. That's his TV name. So I don't know. I'm pulling up
That guy that does
YouTube right now.
hikes.
He does hikes with celebrities and he interviews them.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
No clue.
That's how I figured out that. That's how. Oh yeah, here it is. Kevin Nealon.
Kevin Nealon. How do you spell that?
Look him up right now. Kevin, and then it's like Nealon. He interviews all celebrities and just hikes. That's how I figured out. You remember that? You know how I said about April from Parks and Rec? You know how I was talking about like how she has those weird stutters. She does those weird. Yeah, that's what I found out that thing. That's where I found out that like what's her name? What's April's real name? I can't. Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah. That's how I figured out that she had like a seizure and she was like, not seizure. She had a stroke when she was like 20, and like that's why she stutters all the time. Because I used to think that was part of her character, like how she just randomly talks and then just stops talking, and you just think that's how she like normally talks. But she said that was like that's her brain like trying to like piece things together.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you watch any video with her, like any interview, any talk show, there's like random pauses and shit. And she says that's just from like I thought that was just for awkwardness. She didn't even address it. She was like, yeah, people think that like it's just awkward pauses and I just do that on purpose, but it's really just my brain trying to like piece together information from the stroke. I was like, what? When she said that, I was like, what? It goes so well with her personality though that it's like weirdly okay.
Weirdly okay.
Yeah, I mean,
because she plays like an awkward ass like she like pretends to be really awkward and like I don't know.
it's like deadpan comedy.
Are you sure that wasn't a joke? Like she didn't make that up
No,
or something?
she made it.
You know
No,
what?
like a
Yeah,
story.
Dalton might be right actually.
No, watch the
Like,
interview.
are you sure she just wasn't kidding?
No, she watched. It was like
It's just a prank, bro.
no. The guy has the Kevin guy has like he talks to people and just goes on hikes or whatever with all these celebrities, and she was just talking about it. How she talked about the whole story about her having a stroke or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, he's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a whole ass story. Yeah, no, it was like a whole ass story she like went into. I don't remember the details, but she had like a stroke when she was like 20.
Mhm.
Now I feel like a dick for calling it out. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
She has it was caused by a blood clot in the left temporal lobe of her brain.
Yeah, that's the last time I make a joke. It's okay. I'm done.
Yeah, see? I mean, she laughs about it, so it's okay.
Yeah. Sorry, we need a fucking couch.
I wanted. What do you mean, a couch
nice
for?
couch. A nice
in our
couch for
house?
the podcast. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'd be
There
like
we
then
go.
it'd just be then we're just gonna have to like be Skyping Michael.
We'll have like a little monitor sitting on the chair, the middle
You know-
cushion. Yeah.
You know what would be really funny if like we got Michael like on a rolly like TV stand. You know what I'm talking about, like roll him around like he's there with us the whole time.
In like one of those 1990s box TVs.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? We roll him around like he's like a person. Okay, well, let me talk about oh yeah, I just watched this I was like just round scrolling through my YouTube recommended and I was talking about this blind person, bro. Like I was watching this older like he's not old, but he's like he's kinda old. He's like 60 maybe. But like he's a blind person, has like a YouTube channel. I don't know his name, I forgot what it is. But he's like
Tommy Edison Experience.
yeah, is that him?
Yeah, that's him. It's like it's an older dude.
Googling right now. Yeah, it's him. He's really cool.
Okay.
Oh, he's 56. I'm sorry. He just is he has gray hair, that's all. But I said he's 60. But he's really cool. Like he was talking about a lot of like blind people like not misconceptions, but yeah, I guess misconceptions. They're like just random questions that you always had, but like you now you have answered. Like, do blind people dream? Like, what do blind people see? And it was really weird. I didn't tell you, Michael, but I told like Dome. I was watching his video, and he was saying that like, because they were trying to explain color to him or whatever, and they were telling him they're like, oh, like someone in the comments was like, why don't they just tell him white is the opposite of what he sees? But then people were saying that like what he sees isn't black, if that makes sense. Like he sees nothing. Like I don't know. We don't understand. I don't know what that means. Like, but he kept saying in the video that he sees nothing. I don't. We can't comprehend what the hell that means. Like
I
he says he
think,
sees nothing.
yeah. Okay, well, technically, wait, no. If there's if there's zero wavelengths, does that mean you see white or zero, or white or black? Because then that's what he
Because
sees.
he does. I
So
don't. Yeah, I don't know because he was. There's someone else was like on the YouTube channel and like they said they're blind in one eye and like it's like that eye doesn't like exist almost. Like it's like that eye like nothing. They like I don't like it makes it sounds weird. It's just they see nothing out of that eye. It just like it's not black. It's just nothing.
It's just an
So like
empty void of
so
emptiness.
also,
trying to
Yeah.
find
one
it.
way to figure it out is if we like
Oh,
Okay, so I would assume he only sees white actually. Like if you had to put into words, I'm just taking a guess because black is the combination of every like wavelength on the spectrum. So if you
yeah I
take
know what
every
you're saying.
wavelength out, it'd just be white.
I
But
was
yeah, you
also
can't explain that to someone. Yeah, you can. That's insane, man.
no, it was also interesting. He was saying that like a lot of he was like obviously the normal question I always ask of like if you could see like if you ever got if you had the option to get surgery and see like would you? He said yeah just because he wanted to see what it was like, but like he was saying a lot of people actually would say no because he was saying that he doesn't know like he's not sad or anything because he doesn't know what he's missing. You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? Like he doesn't know what like seeing is like, so he doesn't know what he's missing. But this other girl that was on the YouTube channel like went blind in her like 20s or whatever. She got like some disease and went blind in her 20s and like she
mhm.
dreams in like color and stuff still. Like she can see in her dreams, but in like so when she said it was so sad. She said she sees in her dreams and she thinks it's real and then she wakes up and then like it's not.
Hmm.
Damn,
So you
that's heavy.
think people that are born blind that like only see white, right, Michael? What if
I
like
think
when you
so.
die, that's just your eyes like stopping, like they're not working anymore. Like you're going blind, like a person that's never seen before, like your eyes are just
Yeah, yeah, I
yeah.
could see it.
Like that's
That's
what the white light is. That's what the white light is. It's just you going blind. Like
Also,
the white light. Your
a
eyes just
white
not working.
light could also be a symptom of oxygen not getting to your brain.
mhm.
That's honestly what it probably is. People like
Mhm.
think they're like, I'm going towards the light, but it's like them losing oxygen. What?
It's
Like
a
honestly,
scary
I
thought.
mean, they used to
I'm
say like,
terrified.
no, they, I mean, they say like, I've never passed out before, but like, I've heard like when people say like they're passing out, like you see a bunch of like white instead of like, it's not like you see black, you see like white dots and then you go black, and then you like white out instead of like blacking out. If that makes sense. Like I've never passed out before, but that's what I've heard.
I have a friend. I'm not gonna name names, but he just has seizures now. He's been having them since high school. Like he had a bunch of concussions when he was younger. So now he just gets seizures randomly, and he says sometimes they're more slower. And then he feels himself passing out. And one day he was at work, and out of nowhere he started getting a seizure. And he tried telling his coworkers, "Don't call an ambulance. I'm fine. It's just I'm just having a seizure. It's gonna go away in a moment."
It's
Like what?
gonna go
Like what
away.
the fuck are you thinking? But he told me, yeah, he's like, yeah, I just see like a bunch like. Well, he's like, I don't think I'm gonna die. Like, I think I'm gonna be fine, but
Does
it
he hit
does
the
feel like
ground or anything? Like
he says
when this
it's like really
happens?
slow. Sometimes they're really slow. Like he says, like for this one, like he just started bending over and like he was just slowly just going down to the ground. And he was like, "Fuck, I'm having a seizure," and they called
I
an
don't
ambulance,
know.
of course, because that's
Yeah,
what you should do. He was
hmm
just being an idiot. But yeah,
I don't know what a seizure is. I'm gonna Google it. I don't want to sound stupid. I don't know
they're
what a like
they're
what like
common.
I know. I don't know what like a seizure is a sudden uncontrolled electrical disturbance in the brain. It can cause changes in your behavior, movements, or feelings, and even the levels of confidence of consciousness.
Of confidence. You're just like your
Of
self-esteem's down the
consciousness.
fucking drain. That's what a seizure
Interesting.
is.
So that's why you shake. It says electrical in
They're
like
pretty common
disturbance.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, more than 200,000 cases This is interesting.
Out of the people that were usually at my house, Troy, like all the
Mhm.
guys, and about 3 of them had seizures.
Yeah, you were telling me about
Yeah,
it.
all within the same year.
Yeah, it's
Super
pretty
weird.
freaky.
Yeah. So
I don't
eat
really
your
know.
veggies.
Yeah, eat your veggies. How to
Yeah.
prevent seizures. I don't like. Yeah, I don't know how. It's weird that he can talk because I feel like a lot of times when people have seizures they can't speak.
Mhm.
Like they kind of just like start shaking and then like kind of fall over. So it's surprising that he can like speak. Yeah, I
I've
don't know. I wouldn't
had,
really know what that would feel like. He just says he kind of just like it's slow. I wouldn't know how to like. I can't really comprehend that.
yeah, I mean, I've never even blacked out. I remember one time Amanda blacked out though, and just before she like blacked out, I was sitting right next to her. She just goes, "Ah, fuck!" Like she literally just said, "Ah, fuck," and then boom, fell. Really chewing on it. The weird thing about this too is I didn't even know she was drunk. Like
How did you
I
not know if she was that
we
close
were
to like
drinking,
blacking out? What
we
do you
were
mean?
drinking, but apparently like she was drinking a lot more than I was, and literally
Ah,
I'm just
fuck.
sitting with her and like I'm like, oh, she looks a little tipsy, but nope, just lights out.
Ah, fuck.
I don't know what the hell.
I've never been that drunk to the point where people fall asleep in random locations and shit. Like people like that drink a lot and they just like knock out on the floor
Oh,
within like 2 minutes. I've never happened. That's never happened to me, but I've seen it happen.
I've been in that position, dude. Our friend Diego. It was just our friend's 21st birthday,
Mm.
and it was my friend Diego who was drinking with us, and he's never been drunk in his life. Um, this guy got super drunk at my friend's house, who lives about, I want to say, a 10-minute walk from my parents' house, and we had to carry him all the way home in the pouring rain. And once we get to my
Oh.
house, me and my dad were trying to like get him out of his wet clothes. Um, and by that I mean he was just wearing a sweater, and we are just trying to get him out of his sweater because he had like a t-shirt underneath it, and that was it. And he was just gonna sleep on my floor because he didn't want to move anywhere. And as like me and my dad are taking off his sweater, this kid just starts yelling at me and my dad, "Stop sexualizing me!"
Stop. That's hilarious. Stop it. I don't know. I've never been like I don't know. Like I kind of it sounds like weird, but like I've never like been like blackout drunk before. So like I mean, like I always hear stories. People are like, "Oh yeah, like I've heard a lot of things. It sounds really weird, but like people have this like thing of like they're teleporting, if that makes sense. So like they'll remember like one location, the next thing they remember they're in a different location. I mean, I've never experienced anything like that. It's very interesting. They're like, "Oh, I remember I was in the Uber. Then I remember I was on the couch. Then I remember I was in the bed." Like how is like that's so weird.
Yep,
Yeah, I've
dude, the
definitely had that
Carbondale's a
happen like
perfect
a few
spot.
times
Mhm.
for sure.
I mean, like I get sick so easily, so like I've never been to the point. Like I just like if anything, like I've been like this, like I don't know. I don't know how you get there. Like I feel like at one point don't you just get sick and throw up and then everything's over.
And you throw up, then you rally, and then that's when you start forgetting things. That's how that
That's when
works.
everything starts skipping around.
You can't
You
rally if
should
you don't puke.
get your goal now, Roy, in Carbondale.
You said what?
I said I think you should make that your goal now to teleport in Carbondale.
Mm-hmm.
My goal is the nicest to teleport.
That's
Yeah,
what
so
I remember, man. I remember waking up in the morning. First thing we did was drink. This is a one-time year thing, by the way. So people who think
I'm an
like
alcoholic.
I sound ignorant, this is like a one-time thing. So wake up in the morning, you start drinking. Go to the first party. It's like 11 a.m. Um, and then at that point, that's when I started teleporting. I started teleporting around like 12 p.m. in the afternoon. Um, Woke up, dude. I woke up at a gyro at like yeah, like a gyro store, and I was just sitting at a table with Anna eating gyros. I had like the tzatziki sauce over my face. Woke up again, and it was like already like nighttime, and then woke up again and we're at a club. And at that point, I was fine, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Carbondale.
See,
Excited.
that sounds
Carbondale.
interesting, dude. I want to teleport, dude. I want to feel like a Superman or superhero.
A
So
Superman.
maybe on maybe when we go down there, I might try to learn how to teleport.
What are you guys dressing up as? Did you guys figure that out?
If I do come, I'm dressing up as a little bat. Like I got this little bat onesie. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I might just get a onesie because I don't want to spend like I'm not the type of person to spend like $40-$50 on an outfit for like 1 year. Cause
Yeah.
like it just doesn't make sense. Also, I don't have a time. So I think go to Walmart and get some goofy ass onesie. But that's like, but I'm gonna try it. Depending on the weather, I'm gonna wear like nothing under it. That way, like I don't sweat to death.
No, yeah, that's what I did last year. I had a Charmander onesie and I literally just put underwear on underneath it, and I was
That
straight.
was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I don't want to. You don't want to go into like a building, not a building, but like the club or anything like that with like a huge
Mhm.
suit on. Cause then you just play yourself, and then you're just
Yeah.
sweating to death. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just might be my move, and then just have like a hoodie just in case it gets cold.
A little
That sounds
denim jacket in a bat costume. That's it. I'm good to go.
a denim jacket over the bat costume.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's good.
denim bat, bro.
Bat.
Fucking
Dawson,
The lamest superhero ever.
it's your fucking bat side story looking at boy.
Dawson, did you see that Blonde won the best album of the decade from
I
Pitch?
did see that.
Blonde,
Yeah.
like the
I did see
band.
that.
Blonde.
Behind you.
Behind you, right?
Behind you.
What are you talking about?
Blonde behind you.
Oh my
Blonde, you fuck. Who is this
Oh
man?
my god. Yeah,
He's
cut
like a
that out.
band?
Look, dude,
What
that's
band?
Frank Ocean
Cut that out.
disappointed in you in the background.
Yeah, look at him. He's like, dude, my coach is like
Hey, dude, I'm
unbelievable.
logging off. Goodbye,
Boy.
guys.
Frank Ocean said, "You're a disgrace." Dude, Frank Ocean is disappointing. Hey, hand me a towel, I'm dirty dancing.
My Ferrari's the best song on the album, though.
Pink and White's the best song. We have this argument every time.
Pink and
My
White
Ferrari, for sure.
Pink and White's my shit. Dude, I feel like I need to listen to that song later. Holy
Between
shit.
those two, I would say Pink and White.
Let's go.
Fuck both of you.
But
What is your favorite song on the album?
Self-Control.
Yeah, I agree because last time we drank or something at your house we played that song and it was pretty emotional.
I like that one a lot. Self-Control. Honestly, man, Channel Orange though, I think people forget how great that one is too.
You showed me Super Rich Kids. It was one of the first ever like Frank Ocean songs I heard that wasn't thinking about you.
The one with Andre 3000. Fuck, I can't think of its name now. What's that song called?
I haven't listened to the whole shit on Orange. I honestly can't say anything.
Dude, I think my trackpad's broke. Like on my laptop, it feels so slow. Why does it feel so slow?
You can adjust
Oh,
it.
Pink Matter. Pink Matter is like one of my favorite Frank Ocean songs.
Yeah, you showed me that song before.
Yeah, but Andre 2000 just kills like every feature he's done since he's retired now.
Yeah,
What would you say?
much.
Dude, okay, we need to talk about Sunday service, dude. What did you guys think? Well, just from the shit you've listened to. Like, obviously, I haven't listened to the whole fucking thing.
Wait, what?
But talk about Sunday service, like Kanye.
My coworker made me turn it off, but it was pretty good. I don't think he liked it. I don't think he
Who?
liked it too much. My coworker.
Really?
Yeah.
My favorite part of it is the instrumentals in the beginning. We're talking about the Easter one, by the way. My favorite part is the instrumentals in the beginning. I really like. It's a really, I don't know if you guys like watch like the video of it. It's fucking cool though, man. It's a little
I skipped
salty
to
though,
35
man.
minutes right at the beginning just to
Mhm.
see like where things were. And it was just really loud noises, and it was right next to his desk. And I had it on full blast, and he was like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
No, it's some really cool like I'm not like super like religious. Like I'm not listening to like gospel music all the fucking time. But like the something about like the choir when it comes in with like certain songs was insane.
Mhm.
Like Ultralight Beam already has like a lot of choirs in like the normal studio version, but like hearing like a live studio and hearing like the real notes and like people actually like the harmonies and shit, it sounds awesome.
Man,
Like,
Kanye is like the hardest, like one of the hardest artists to like stand, I feel like.
what do you mean?
Cause like Kanye, like his music is fucking amazing, but you can't deny he says some dumbass shit, man.
If
He
you
says
just
just like
I was
let
wondering
me
where
pull
you were
this
going
up.
with that.
Um, he what did he say? It was like just a couple days ago. It was something about slaves again.
Look, you remember
Uh,
that we'll
I
never
need to pull
forget.
this up because I don't want to get it wrong.
We'll never
Where is
forget
it
when
at?
he said slavery is a choice, and like in the song he was like slavery is a choice. They said how yay. He said imagine if they caught me on a wild day, like like this is nuts. He's fucking nuts.
Well,
No,
Oh man. All right, where is it at? Where is it at?
I don't know, but if crazy equals genius, man.
Okay, so this was 4 days ago. Um, I think it was at his Sunday service. He was like doing a little speech apparently, but he was talking about how the Republican Party freed the slaves.
Yeah. I get
Yeah.
it. And everyone's like, oh no.
And
It's
one of
like
the top comments from that post was he's on that one Republican kid in seventh grade history class swagger this week.
I don't fucking know. Like, if you just disregard all the political shit he says, like the music, if you focus on music only, which I try to, is like he's insane. Just like
he's
from
a
Yeah,
very
everything
talented artist.
just from every and producer.
Can
He
do
like
like pretty
produces.
much anything. Yeah, he produced Kid Cudi's last album, Kids See Ghosts, and that was like
Yeah,
beautifully produced.
Pusha T, Nas. Yeah, dude, last year was a great year for Kanye.
he does it every time. Like I don't know. Even honestly, if anything, if like this new album sounds anything like Sunday Service, I think I can fuck with it honestly. Like even if it's like more gospel oriented, like All Falls Down, like gospel version was fucking nasty. Like that shit was like I was like, man, if he does like some gospel, like some shit, like some
Hmm.
hits like that, I might.
Man, apparently, so this was last weekend, and it started off in Detroit, and apparently he was gonna drop the album Jesus is King,
Mm,
that Sunday. So first he was in Detroit on Friday, then Chicago on Saturday, New York on Sunday. Um, so that day he came to Chicago. I've never seen Kanye like a Kanye show before too.
oh,
It was my girlfriend's birthday party, and I was out of town. And it was a free show. Um, a good friend of mine got tickets, and he was like trying to get me to go with him, but I couldn't go. But apparently when he was there, Kanye went on another little rant, and like he was just talking about how he's not making secular music anymore. Like
secular music.
he's only doing church music apparently.
He's
I
so
don't
he's.
I don't
Um,
believe him. I don't believe anything Kanye says honestly. You can't trust him.
yeah, he's one of those people like
Yeah.
even like fucking.
Yeah, the
Well, I
album was
don't.
supposed to drop that Sunday, but
Kim K even tweeted it. She was like, "Oh
Mhm.
wait, can't wait for the album." Like she even tweeted out the date and shit. Like everyone's waiting, and then everyone's like was tweeting back at her like, "You're not out." And it was just like
Mhm.
it was so stupid, like a bunch of empty promises. There was like a list or whatever of like Kanye albums that were late or whatever, like the most late Kanye albums. It was saying that like graduation was like 100 days later or something. There was like there's like a list of like albums that were like super late. Just from
Yeah.
like the first time he's like announced it to like when it actually released
So I don't get excited for a Kanye album until
until it
I
comes out.
actually see it's on like
Yeah,
Spotify.
Mm.
That's
yeah. I just kind of like even when Ye was supposed to come out, I just kind of like, oh, I think Kanye's album was supposed to come out soon. And then like you open up like Spotify and you're like, holy shit, it's like on there, and then you gotta like go through and
Mhm.
listen to it. But like I don't get excited. Like I wasn't even waiting on it. I know people that like didn't go to bed and were like staying up to like not miss class, but like they're like staying up hella late and they're like waking up hella early for class and shit. And they're trying
Mhm.
to wait for the album and stuff. I was like, yeah, no way. I would never wait
Yeah,
on Kanye.
I wouldn't do it for Kanye. But yeah, usually that's like a weekly. Well, I usually have work in the morning at like 6 a.m. on Fridays. So that's like a part of my routine. Usually, I usually wake up and I listen to whatever release that just came out. So like last week was a Danny Brown album. But yeah, there's no way I would stay up for Kanye, dude. Because
No.
the last album I stayed up for was actually the Igor one a couple months ago. That was the last one where I actually like stayed up.
He made it sound like it was really big. He was like, turn off your phones. Like, literally go in a dark room and just put this on and think about nothing. I was like, the fuck? Like, it was such a weird ass
fuck?
tweet. Yeah, like whenever when Tyler tweeted that, I was like, what the heck? I was like, he wild.
Hey, wow.
Wow.
What are we at, I wonder?
113.53.
Yeah. And
You
then
said what?
once you cut 113,
Yeah.
and then once you cut
114
stuff,
now.
it would probably be about an hour.
Probably like
Yeah.
55.
Yeah, probably less than that, because like some parts are
Cool.
like,
Mhm.
what is like a, okay, what is like a, we'll look up an interesting, some lighthearted, we'll look up some would you rathers. We can get
Some would you
light.
rathers?
Yeah, we had one last, it was interesting.
Okay, Michael.
I guess.
Would you rather have teeth for pubes or pubes for teeth?
Teeth for pubes, easily.
Teeth for pubes?
Yeah, man.
Why? You have to go to the dentist to get your pubes shaved. What if you had like pubes for teeth and then you could eat like a whale and you just drink
Dude.
smoothies all day?
Nah, man, that's the thing that would suck. You can't. A big part of my life is food.
You
All
know,
right. I got a good one.
Okay.
Alright.
So you and your husband or wife, are married, right? And they were in a very bad accident, and they're basically paralyzed, and they have a bunch of conditions that it makes it very hard for both you and them to live. But you have a secret pill that a wizard gave you. And with this pill, you could cure all their disabilities. But if you give them this pill, they will not love you anymore.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that you died. That's what I thought you were gonna
They will not love you anymore. Would you
My
give
parent,
them
my family.
Hmm?
Who are you
Who is
giving
in my
this pill
family?
To your spouse?
to?
Oh
Give them the
God.
pill. If they want the pill, you give them the pill, I
hard?
guess.
How hard is it to live though? like
Like
Like,
it's pretty hard, man. They
they can't even get out of bed.
Yeah, they can't even get out of bed.
yeah, I feel like it's
Give
selfish at
them the
that point. You
pill.
gotta
Yeah,
just
you
give them
give
the
them the
pill.
pill.
You gotta
I
give
think
them
so
the pill, I
too.
guess.
I think
Because
so
you
too.
can't like, just like the love is there, but you guys can't even move. Like, what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Netflix is a thing. I don't know.
So what?
I'm kidding.
Nah, I think
Never mind.
never mind. All right, guys. What about the things at the end of Three Guys monetized?
Three guys.